Got to get to some breaking news coming into us now. And yet another L for the Trump legal team here this week. This one over Harvard here. Remember how the Trump administration froze some $2 billion in funding for Harvard? A federal judge has now said, nope, that's illegal, saying that violates Harvard's free speech rights. Remember, the president pulled the funding back in April over allegations the school let anti-Semitism foster on campus. Let me bring in our legal reporter, Gary Grumbach, who's joining us now. This is let's frame this, I think, Gary. And this is another legal setback for the Trump administration this week. It is a significant one. It is also not the end of the road. These L's could turn into W's in the Supreme Court if it makes it that far. Well,
100%. This was a significant one because it had to deal with higher education. But we've seen losses for the Trump administration over the past week on almost every single priority of the administration. On immigration, we saw two big ones related to the Guatemalan children that were on the planes that were taken off and put back into custody of the U.S. government instead of being sent to Guatemala. We saw the Alien Enemies Act case out of the Fifth Circuit be overturned, a very conservative Fifth Circuit being overturned. And we also saw, as it relates to the economy, the big tariffs ruling out of the Federal Circuit case, that's going to end up in the Supreme Court as well, saying that President Trump cannot use the International Economic Emergency Powers Act to impose the tariffs that he has around the world.
What does this mean, this move that happened in just the last hour for Harvard? Does the money spigot turn back on, or is this frozen while the Trump administration presumably appeals? I don't know if they have yet.
They have not officially appealed. As I'm checking my email here, they've not officially appealed. I'm sure that is something they're going to do. They've done that on hundreds of other cases that we've seen so far. But this means that immediately they have to start the spigot again, as you said. They have to bring
so even before this appeals process goes forward, the money has to go to Harvard now. They got to get those grants.
Unless they get a stay, meaning a pause from either an appeals court or from this judge who could pause her own order, it has to start again. And we're talking $2.2 billion in grants, not only that impact the Harvard students, but people around the country.
Have you heard from Harvard yet tonight?
We have not, but we're out to Harvard for comment.
Okay, come back if you hear from him. Gary Grumbach, thank you very much.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.